maybe IGTV or something live?
Yeah.
All right.
No. Does this
All right.
All right, welcome, guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll get started in just a minute here. So, Eric, tell us a little bit more about where you're from. Everybody, I'm Chris, and we're pretty curious where everybody's from, and I mean, obviously, we've got this big hackathon going on in Miami, and this is really kind of the heart of the crypto capital of the world. But yeah, Eric, why don't you just kind of lead us off? Where are you from?
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for hosting us. So we are Pact Initiative is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, dedicated to foster the art and the artists for greater Miami. We're specialized in climate change awareness, creating climate change awareness. We are creating this initiative to collaborate with all the artists and all the entities of government and private and public sector to create projects that through education, through innovation, through technology can raise upon all the interests that we need for reducing the footprint and the all the issues that need to be addressed. So we are happy to be here. We are attending your call for that we saw the hackathon. We are, well, first of all, congratulations for the work you're putting. We feel happy and excited to be part of this new wave of entrepreneurship and all the technology and the city support that is given to grow and to expand these initiatives. And it's our intention to get to know each other, to introduce ourselves. And Alejandro here will be also adding in vital parts of the information, since he has been developing a strong career on environmental support and climate change through different initiatives in Latin America and other countries through the last years. And well, basically, I would like to say thank you for allowing us to show ourselves, to introduce ourselves, and to be part of this community that you guys are building.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that lovely introduction. Alejandro and Scarlet, feel free to kind of talk a little bit about what you guys do, and Scarlet, how you guys met. Oh, it looks like Scarlet, you might be on mute.
Well, yes, thank you so much, Chris. So a little bit, thank you everybody for joining this morning. So my name is Scarlet Arana. I'm the co-founder of BitBasel here in Miami. We're based out of Wynwood, and BitBasel is an NFT company that specializes in education and blockchain. So I'm very excited to talk about a little bit about my background as well and how NFTs are creating impact as well. So just also I wanted to talk a little bit about the SDGs, so Sustainable Development Goals. I'm actually one of the SDG Ambassador 14 here in Miami, and SDG 14 has to deal with the ocean, life below water. So how blockchain and blue tech has really helped accelerate more of the technology and throughout the world, and how to accelerate the restoration of the oceans and so forth. So it's really quite exciting to be part of this hackathon and kind of discussing how a little bit how these emerging techs are helping demonstrate impact. And you might be kind of see I have like a glasses or as a prop to kind of highlight the metaverse to show how we can digitize the world and create like a digital twin and be represented through data science or uh, data science. And that's really one of the big components to this hackathon. So it's really exciting to announce how we're creating this citywide initiative and with using data sets, real life data sets that's going to be part of the hackathon to kind of help improve some of the stuff that's happening here and utilize it to resolve the SDGs as well.
Wow, thank you for that introduction, Scarlett. I believe you and what you're doing is the exact reason why we're here. So Alejandro has been putting together this initiative coming from a background where he has had the experience that real data and is what drives the key players in a project for measuring the impact that a creative effort might have. So I would like to invite him, Alejandro, to share with them where is this pact initiative coming from, and what are we doing to collaborate with this greater city of Miami, and eventually, hopefully, more cities around the world.
Great. Oh, all right. Thanks, Eric, for the intro, and thank you all of you guys that are watching or co-hosting this. And yeah, so basically, well, a brief intro. I'm a Venezuelan guy. I lived 13 years in Peru, and now moved in Miami recently. So coming with different backgrounds and many things done abroad, to generate impact here locally. So I had been working in the past with in the intersection between public art and science for social and environmental impact. So basically, I had a very interesting initiative where we were doing murals in the public space using a smog eating paint, special paint that cleans the air. So where there are cities that have a big air pollution issue. So that was an initiative designed to empower people with this technology to generate real impact in their own vital space. So during that initiative, I kind of like started collaborating with different entities like governments, social organizations, sponsors, and maybe some multilateral organizations like the UN, etc. So the idea is to bring all that background and pour it initiative project we're founding. So me and Eric have been working on this new project, which is kind of like doing the 2.0 version of what we did before. So the idea is to place ourselves in the intersection of uh, climate science and art, and where in that middle we can find a very sweet spot where we can generate impact for the greater community, and through awareness, to educational programs, to awareness through public art, creating high profile public art pieces, and then some other forms of art. So the new thing about this project is we are opening a little bit the scope, and that's how we intersect a little bit with you guys, is that we're starting to use the new technology and NFTs collections to raise awareness, or to have the same impact or fulfill the same objectives, but so that's a technological part. In this particular example, is not but it's a blockchain that enables us to have a great reach towards harnessing resources to have impact on the real world. So that's kind of how we're proposing the project, and how we want to work. And I think there's a lot to be done in that space.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think one of the beautiful things about these NFTs that are being used is creating these communities and empowering these communities, and really that art piece, or those multiple sets of art pieces, are a vessel for the community to come together, and people outside of the community to come together and support this community. So I couldn't agree more. I think this is a great initiative. We're very lucky to be speaking to you guys. And what are some of the best projects you've worked with, and most recent examples?
And as far as on that note, on the paint that you mentioned, do you have data on the impact of that?
So yeah, there's there are several technology, and then specific, because that technology is being used right now in many things like textile, and then some other stuff like concrete, asphalt, and specifically in the paint. So the average of the studies where they have measured the highest impact or the lowest impact. So the average would be one. So that's 1 square meter. That's 10 square feet. Feet would be one tree painted with this paint. So the idea is if you paint a big wall, you're kind of like planting trees, planting the capacity to filter air on the wall. So
Wow.
if the air is clean, they're not going to clean much. But if the air is super dirty, they're going to be cleaning. And
That's
with trees,
amazing.
if you plant or they are not needed, it's just aesthetically, but it's really what to put the resources in the right place, right? So Miami doesn't have that air quality issue as a big of a problem. LA or some of the biggest cities, but so we're not talking right now about air. We're just trying to understand the real local problems and match that with a art project that can help address that issue in a local way, right?
Got it. Talking about some of those the projects that you have had, what are you looking to use non-fungible tokens, NFTs, for, or are you looking to do that? That's one of the things that we have seen really kind of crop up here as a great funding tool. I'm kind of curious.
Okay, so that's one part of what we're gonna do, is basically dropping art collections that are related to a cause, not only in the sense that we can take the resources from the proceeds and invest those, but also in the content, in the concepts that are treated in the collection. So if it's art related to Scarlett was talking about oceans, maybe sea level rise. So we are gonna promote those type of collections, drop them, and then have the proceeds be invested into the cause directly through other organizations or through specific projects we will develop, like in maybe like in field, or maybe raising awareness, or specifically maybe funding an initiative that is already tackling the problem in another way. So regarding the NFT part, and then through collections, and then some other ways we're already working on is that maybe creating big public art piece, let's say in the middle of a very important park or public space, and then document create videos, create maybe like the final shots of the region, create original shots that we can then auction. So the process of building the project will be an NFTable material that we can use to generate artworks that could create more funds for the cause that this public space art piece is talking about. Okay, so that's it's funding basically, and reaching a broader community, not only for the awareness part and the educational part.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. I love the initiative. Yeah, Scarlett, you look like you had maybe something to say.
No, I just Scarlett, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, to the audience, so these data sets has a real impact towards the city. So we're finding solutions for innovation and entrepreneurship using this emerging technology that using these data sets, now we can visualize how the different type of possibility using NFTs, for instance, as a more visual interpretation. So we're very early on of all the possibility. So for those who don't know what sustainable development goals are, there are actually 70 in total. And each goal there has a targeted merit they want to reach by 2030. So these data sets actually can be used to resolve some of these SDGs issues. So here in Miami, we're trying to resolve like sea level rise and climate change, but how do you show that visually? So that's really a key importance to this hackathon about more education on how to use these type of technologies and interpret the data sets and how we can help visualize the solutions. So it's quite exciting. And one day these data sets can actually be put on in these metaverse, which is why I have these glasses, that we can now think the world more spatially as a digital twin. So how exciting is that? So we are seeing real life data sets that we're going to be importing, and then we can actually visualize the solution. So it's a really exciting times to be in this space, especially with the introduction about Facebook onto Meta, meaning metaverse. So, we could start now understanding how data sets with data scientists can help interpret a lot of the visualization and actually come up with the solution. So if you're part of this hackathon, it's great because now you can empower yourself learning how to enter these markets.
Absolutely.
That's so interesting, Scarlett. Thank you. Wait, sorry, guys. I would like to add a little bit on that. Is the fact that you are betting on and believing in technology as a way of helping, as a way of creating a better world, and through human connection, through networking. Like I want to say thank you also to Arlene Rohn here for joining us. She has been she's the new motor of the initiative, and creating connections, bringing us here, inviting us here to get to know you guys. We're very grateful with you, Arlen. Thank you, and to discover these high expectations and high hopes of people that are genius, I believe, and looking for a way to have an impact. So that's what we're looking for here. We're looking for collaboration, as Alejandro was explaining. These projects start with an idea and extend in the ways that every way that they are extending are open sources and open ways for people to add more, to grow more. We see BitBasel as leaders, as innovators, and we're very happy to be part of this new wave, because we are really we're sure that what we are meant to create is gonna impact and is gonna leave something good for new generations. So NFTs are for good in our sense and in our point of view. We are also integrated by Carlos Bemaman. He's another team member and founder of this initiative. He's an art expert and curator, and he guides us into the art. And we're looking forward to connect with your artists, with your audience, and be distributing also your content, your work. So because we believe it's about adding, and well, I don't know if there's any something else to be covered, or how is the time going.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say one thing to that. You guys are exactly, your organization is exactly the kind of, the reason that BitBasel exists. It's to connect people like you with these amazing missions. I mean, you hit on every point, art, science, social justice, and, how that can be a benefit economically, globally. And I think it's so beautiful that you guys are on today sharing your message, because it is kind of a universal language that we're all trying to find, right? There are so many moving pieces in the world to be able to look at an art piece or, and everyone understand that piece, and have that feel to speak to everyone, no matter their language or culture. So it's just amazing that BitBasel and you guys are coming together and growing and sharing the message like this. So appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much, Hannah.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest takeaway is really the call to action, how art can create impact, which is exciting. And what best way to do it during Miami Art Week, where we can create, through art, because art it's transcendent and it communicates through all language and it's in our daily lives. So that is the call to action, how art creates impact through tech and innovation.
It is so looking forward to meet you in person, guys, to start working together and to start firing up great ideas.
Awesome, yeah. And just one thing, if you guys want to hop in the Discord, you can feel free to drop any information about the Pact Initiative into our crypto artists track. That's kind of where people are, generally self filtering the information for art. But you can also post in our crypto artist or crypto art hackathon track. It's the more of the general one for the entire event, letting people know, where artists can work with you guys and reach out to you. But yeah, hop in the Discord. We'll send a Discord invite in just a second here, but we'd love to have you guys participate and share and work with our artists as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Scarlet, for connecting.
Thank
All
you.
right, there's the Discord link right there. Feel free to grab that, Alejandro, Eric, and the rest of the Pact team, and we'll have you there.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a reminder for the audience to join bitbasel.miami/hackathon for more information and how you participate and to be part of this. There's still time to submit your work.
Exactly.
We'll spread the call. We'll spread the call.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.